In this video, what I want to talk to you about is something that I have grown up with as a kid, experienced and seen in hospitals, whereas my mother was a clinical oncology cancer nurse specialist for over 30 years. And on Take Your Daughter to Work Day, she would take me and my sister down to the hospital, and we would hang out on the floors with a lot of cancer patients and play board games and hang out. And recently, over the past few years, I've had several friends that have been diagnosed with cancer. And I wanted to talk about how can you, if you're experiencing this, be of support to your friend or family member or person that you know who's experiencing cancer. And I called my mom on this because I had a few ideas, because I had a friend who was diagnosed with cancer some time ago and got better. But I consulted my mom initially, and she ran a lot of cancer support groups. So you'd sit in these circles with people that were experiencing cancer and just talk about their lives and what's going on and what they what they hope and wish for in the future or just in the present moment. And the thing was that it was a very, very sacred circle. There was not. I remember my sister and I helped out once, or I think it was just I was helping out, and it was just running things back and forth and just staying out of the room when people were talking, because it's essentially group therapy. There's a lot of personal stuff getting delved out there, and I saw my mom handling these stories and helping these people, and I just was really blown away, because I don't believe that that's something that I'm really built for. And to see my mother do that day in, day out in a hospital, in group circles, was just something phenomenal. It was huge. But getting to what this video is supposed to be about is the two big things that I learned from speaking with my mother and in my own experiences with folks who have cancer. The first thing that you can do to be of support and value to that person and help them out is to, number one, listen. Listening is so huge at this moment and stage of this person's life. Listen to this person, and then garner an understanding of what can you do next? What can you do next? What I've seen happen in a lot of situations is a lot of people that are trying to support this person or whatnot do a lot of the talking, and that doesn't necessarily, in these experiences, serve the situation to the utmost. And so listening to them and saying, okay, how can I help? Or I was thinking of you today. I really care about you. These are statements that don't put the burden on the other person to have a response. Hey, I was thinking about you today. I hope you're doing well. I'm available if there's anything that you need at all. You just let me know. No pressure. Those are ways to be of service to your person who's experiencing cancer. The second thing is what I just kind of already got to, and it's to be available. And we talked about this in an earlier podcast, being open to the possibility. Be available. Be available to this person. And this also may be you assessing what's important in your life, right? Because there's points something's happening, and then I get a text from somebody that their world has just been rocked. Maybe somebody passed away in their family, maybe somebody is in a car crash or whatever. And I'll look at it and go, but it's in that quick hesitation. My brain almost just looked at this really, really monumental text or message and initially looked and then went back to whatever mundane task I was doing. But in a split second, my brain is like, what are you doing? No, be available. Let's go. And so that's something that is extremely important to supporting somebody that's going through it. And when you can listen and you can be available, then you can find out what is the best way and place for you to be to support this person that is going through cancer. And it goes up and down, obviously, with chemo treatments, with consults with the doctor. If the nurse is available to you, it may be good to consult the nurse and say, hey, what is it I should be doing? What are we looking at here? Because not a lot of people understand their diagnosis all the time, or don't want to talk about it. Sometimes it's best to talk to the homie that's going through cancer about something other than cancer, which is huge. And those are just like small things, but the two big ones that I learned from my experience and from my mother's 40+ year experience was to listen and be available. So I hope that was of service to you. If there's any other questions you have about this, feel free to put them in the comments below. I can even do a video with my mom, and we can get that going. She's a Spitfire, so we'll have to bleep some things out. She curses a lot. Oh, she's great. I love her though. I love her. But yeah, so I hope this was of service to you, and we'll definitely see you in the next video. If you found this of value, click like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.